How much money does it take to cross the US to Mexico, or rather Mexico to US border illegally? Well, depending on who you talk to, it's anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000 per individual. So if you take the mean, probably around $11,000 to $12,000 is what it's going to take per person. So anybody who is planning on coming from, say, India, they have to pay for the air expenses, air ticket to come to, say, Nicaragua, which is what this one plane, which had 300 passengers, was trying to do. Then you have to pay for that. From Nicaragua, how do you get from there to Mexico, to the border of United States? Mexico is a very big country. So there are like 4 or 5 countries you have to go through before you come to Mexico, and then you have to go through Mexico to come all the way to the border, and then you have to pay at least $12,000, right, per individual. So imagine how much money these people would have had to spend to be able to take a plane. I don't know how they managed to get to Dubai, whether they all came together in a single plane or they came separately in groups, assembled at Dubai, and then from Dubai they took this chartered flight, Legend Airlines, Romanian. From there they were trying to go to Managua, which is the capital of Nicaragua. Somewhere something went wrong. Probably there was a technical snag and they had to touch the airport. They had to touch ground. They had to land at an airport which was very close to Paris, about 150 miles. And there they found out that there were no papers, these were illegals, this was actually human trafficking. So 300 people, right? So I'm just going to go through the status of where things stand today, and I have some unasked for advice. You know how good I am at giving unasked for advice, but I just want to give you the bare realities, the hard realities here, so you think twice before undertaking a journey like this. It's just not worth it. So I've told you the essence of the story, but I want you to also watch this thing to understand why. So 303 Indians was grounded in Paris, near Paris. So what happened? A Nicaragua-bound charter flight grounded in France for a human trafficking investigation. After 4 days of blocking 303 Indians en route to Central America in a rural French airport. The flight took off from Dubai carrying 303 passengers, including 11 minors, and was grounded at the 𝗣𝗚𝗏 airport, 150 kilometers east of Paris. I said 150 miles previously, I stand corrected, on 21st December over suspected human trafficking. This is an A340 aircraft operated by a Romanian company called Legend Airlines. Now, what they have done is that once they landed, they found out that the people were illegal. So they created some temporary accommodation in the airport hangar itself, and they were there. They all had to appear in front of a judge, and only 276 passengers were flown back from the 𝗣𝗚𝗏 airport back to India, to Mumbai as a matter of fact. 25 passengers have applied for asylum and have been transferred to a special zone in Paris's Charles de Gaulle airport. 2 passengers have not been authorized to leave and will likely face some charges under French law. These are the people who are, I guess, identified as the gang leaders, or the people who are supposed to be making them to get across all the way to US. So clearly this is an organized crime group. As to who is underwriting this is one question. Second question is, how much do you think each one would have paid to get from India all the way into wherever, US or Canada? Now also think about one other thing, guys. If it is, say, $100,000 per person, so that is $200,000 for 2 people, and if you are traveling as a family, 4 people, you're talking about close to $400,000. You know how much money that is in rupees? A lot. Why would you want to sell your home, sell your real estate, sell everything you have here in hope of a better life in the United States or in Canada? See, you are coming in as an illegal, so you don't have papers, so you cannot be officially employed. You have to work for, cents on the dollar, meaning like if a normal person gets $1, you would get 50 cents. And even that 50 cents, you have to work very, very hard. Plus, you're always living in fear of when you will be caught by the Immigration Nationalization Service and deported back. Is it really worth it? Some of you may have done funny deals. What are the funny deals? Let's say there's somebody sitting in Canada who owns land in India, or who wants to increase his land ownings there. So they say, okay, you sell your land to me in India, and in exchange for that, I will get you on this plane and I'll bring you all the way across to Canada. And they probably will tell that, look, it's going to cost you whatever number I'm giving you. They'll probably inflate it so much more and tell you, I'm covering all this cost. You just come here and I'll take care of you. That take care of you is a very loosely termed word. What happens after that is anybody's guess. You get fleeced. You have to work very hard. You can't escape because your papers are illegal. Only the person who allows you to stay with them, maybe they can do something like, for example, help you get asylum, give papers saying that I'm giving him some work, whatever it is. So all these things require a lot of energy, effort from your employer, who happens to be maybe your cousin, your relative, or somebody from your village, whatever it is, but you will get exploited for at least 5 to 10 years. Life is not easy. Please understand this. And if you don't have that kind of money, and if you are using some other methods that you have told, okay, you come, I have to carry some drugs across the border and they will load you up. People, carry this thing even in their alimentary canal. You know that, right? That people have tried smuggling in every way, shape or form. And that they think is enough for them to get the things across. All sorts of things are happening. All I can tell you is you can have a better lifestyle in India. Good times are around the corner because people are de-investing or pulling out all their investments in China, and they are coming to India and Vietnam. And this is going to only become more and more as things become rosier. I can assure you that this is what is going to happen because I've seen how things are. I came to India to start India operations in 1995 or 1996. So I have a 25-year experience of how I have seen India develop. In 1995, there wasn't even basic email. So from that point, now we have come to a point where we can talk to anybody, anywhere around the world using our smartphone or even feature phone. So things have come a long way and they are only going to get better. Please don't listen to 𝗤𝙁 advice, bad advice. You may want to make your future right in Bharat. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.